Hey everyone, TJ here. I'm back with another video. This time we're discussing the recent stuff with the Halloween Fatality and the pros seemingly dropping the game or not wanting to play the game as much. For starters, the Halloween Fatality, $12, $10 or whatever it is. On one hand, yes, it's exorbitantly priced. However, people buy microtransactions in almost every game, so I'm not surprised that they charge that much. It's whatever, honestly, to me. I don't care. It's a fatality. Um, as far as the pro thing, um, it's interesting to see because, as far as I'm concerned, personally, MK1 is probably the most okay, the most depth-filled MK, and then the most execution required. Like, there's a lot of stuff in this game that, at least compared to what we're used to with games like MK11 and even MKX and Injustice 2 to a lesser extent, because those games had a couple, harder things, I suppose. Um, MK1 does take a bit more. You got to work about flawless blocks, up blocks. Your combos are a lot tighter than or like tighter links for combos for a lot of characters now. You have characters like Gears who are like exceedingly complex to the point where I watched 3.5 hours worth of guides from a whole bunch of different content creators, and I'm barely wrapping my head around some of his setups and some of his potential. Like that's just a lot for one character. Reiko on the other hand is like 20 minutes, boom, command grab, overhead, low, done. Like he's pretty much Terminator. He's supposed to be a grappler, brawler type character, and boom. Um, so there's wild arrays of depth and character. Um, I don't want to say preference, but like character diversity. There we go, that's the word. And it's interesting to think about, right? Because you have all these different characters in MK, and maybe these pros don't have a true main. Maybe they're bored of the game. Maybe the payout's not good. Like there's a whole multitude. There's a whole multitude of reasons as to why they would be discouraged from playing the game. And some of them are reasonable. Some of them I understand. People probably just get bored. People just aren't paid enough. I think what was it? I think I saw fifth place at ECT only got $350. Keep in mind, a plane ticket might be $350. So you're pretty much reimbursing your plane ticket or maybe your hotel room for placing fifth at ECT. Like that is no small task, let alone the prices. Like there's not enough of a payout for pro players to really go for this game. The other side of it is you're seeing some pro players actually try to do content creation, which is on one hand cool to see, right? Because they might offer more insights than us casuals don't understand, or for characters and matchups and stuff. Or on the other hand, just kind of weird to see a pro content create, like weird, but it's still nice to have. People just talk about the game in general, right? Create more buzz, create more hype, and that's the other thing is that I like this game. I think is pretty good, but it does have some cheese. That doesn't have gimmicks, stupid crap, right? Um, but as far as like the stupid stuff in this game, you have more tools to deal with the stupid stuff than you did in MK11. MK11 you had like 7 different wake up options. You had inescapable damage. You had fatal blows were kind of busted. You had like crushing blows were a mess. When they were implemented right, crushing blows were awesome. Terminator is my favorite example of actually good balanced crushing blows, and in my opinion, because it worked for almost all of them. None of them were free, and you got decent rewards for all of them. And MK1, it's like your combos are more execution based. Your blocking and your defense are more like you. This game pretty much is if you don't have defense, if you don't know how to actually space out your moves and block properly, you're screwed. So your ass better work on your defense. And on one hand, cool. On one hand, bad. It depends on your perspective, right? And to me, it's unfortunate to see various people dropping the game. Maybe not dropping, but playing it less. It's unfortunate because I think the game is just genuinely way more enjoyable than anything we got in MK11 and Injustice 2. Although Bane is still fun in Injustice 2, but just beside the point. The point is, it's unfortunate, right? You can't do much about it, and the game not having crossplay is a big bummer. Hopefully it happens before the end of the year. I honestly doubt it, but it'd be great. It's missing a lot of features, a lot of things that are either common in fighting games in 2023 or expected, and it's just weird, man. the idea of WB forcing NetherRealm to push this out as fast as they could, definitely not out of their own possibility. And if they had like another 6 months to a year to hold off, I think this game would have launched amazing. But considering what they had, I'm sure they had to scrap Injustice 3, or they were just pushed into like, you need this out by this year or whatever, or by the end of this year. Um, Considering what they have at launch, I think it's fine. Okay, we're just being fine. This is not like number one MK best ever. This is like, all right, this game's good. It's fun. It could be better, and hopefully it does get better. And there's a whole bunch of background sound going on right now. This crazy stuff. Anyway, point being, hope you guys enjoyed the content. Hope you guys enjoyed in some capacity. As far as like content in the channel, I'm planning on playing a lot more Diablo because um, I kind of don't want to be playing ranked in this game because ranked is toxic and casual scrubs are annoying as hell to listen to because they think they're good when they just mash over low. Like, this doesn't make you good, just makes you stupid and simple. And like, there's just so much to why I don't want to play the game unless I'm playing with friends. Like, I love spending time in the lab and figuring out combos and setups and execution. That's fun for me. That's more fun than fighting ranked scrubs, right? Or even casuals. Like, if I'm playing with friends or exhibitions or sets or tournaments or whatever, that's fun. But I legitimately hate the ranked experience in this game as well as the one in MK11 because it was just the same crap of, you know, the opponent scams you out with dumb shit, and then they do a fatality. Scam you with dumb shit, fatality. Scam you with dumb fatality. Like, it takes so long. It's so annoying. It's so tedious. So just lame, honestly. I'm bored half the time. And at this point, Diablo 4 is launching with a lot more, or adding a lot more content. Like, today was a big patch. They added the Malignant Hearts, some of the Malignant Powers back into the. Like, there's just a bunch happening, and plus, things are happening to where I may be having a consistent group or semi-consistent depending on the day and stuff, and that's just gonna make it more fun, right? Because that's my thing is like, I love online, I love multiplayer games. I don't do single player for one reason: I get bored. I get bored of single player because it's fun to bounce off other people and talk and shoot the shit or whatever want to call it. And when I don't have that, I get bored. So yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to see what this game's been for the last 2 months. I still think it's a good game. It's just that it has a lot more potential, has a lot more to live up to, considering the amount of stuff that happens in this game. A lot of like characters are hitting for crazy damage. There's a lot of setups and pressure, and this game is very offense focused. Um, I don't know if there's enough defensive mechanics. I think and wake up armor, double wake up. Those are fine. I do if they add any more defensive stuff, that's fine. If you're gonna do anything, please, for the love of God, do not add a roll. If you add forward roll or back roll, that's just gonna be stupid. And if you do decide, hey, let's add a forward roll, back roll, make it so that each character has a specific knockdown that will bait or force them not to roll, and it'll be sacrificing like a good chunk of damage to control the Loki. That makes sense. I don't see why you can't do that. But yeah, like it. I don't know. It's just weird to think about, man. Like, pros are dropping the game. A lot of people in general seem to be either getting bored or disinterested, and like, even for me, like, I still love the game. I think it's a good game. It's just I don't want to sit through ranked crap and get, and on top of that, like, you get decent rewards, like decent skins and stuff. But is it worth sitting through like 3 billion fatalities, 3 billion people with their mics and yelling racial crap and stupid slurs and like, no, man, it's not worth it. Like, if I want to play the game, I'll play it like sets and viewers and stuff. Anyway, thanks again for watching. See you guys next time. I gotta go to work.